Hey, Joss here, welcome back. Today's video is about muscle testing. So as a reminder for you, why do we muscle test? Well, there are times that it's really handy to access some information about a deeper wisdom within you, and it's a really quick, pretty much no fail 5-second test on, or even shorter, on getting some information. So sometimes you've had some information from Creator and you want to verify it. Sometimes you're not sure if you've got a belief or not and you want to make sure. And sometimes I use it when I go to a restaurant and I'm like, what's going to be the best thing on this menu for my body today? So that's a good reason why. How do we do it and what is it? So if you think of muscle testing, you're going to be accessing all sorts of layers. So the core, genetic, history, soul layer of your belief work. And it's a whole subconscious way of accessing the subconscious really quickly. It's a bit like if you think of turning on a light switch. When you turn the light switch on and the circuitry's all connected, the light happens. When you turn the light switch off, it breaks the circuit and the light doesn't happen. So we get the same with our hands. So when you're working on yourself and you're doing some digging or wanting to use this on your own self, there are two different ways of doing it. So the first way is with your hands. Hello, hands. And you're going to use it so one hand becomes like the circuit and that stays firm in a pincer grip. Doesn't really matter which fingers you use, but just be consistent with that. And you're holding it firm, sort of like you're holding a piece of paper and don't want to let it go. So it's not so tight that your fingers are really white. The other hand is like the circuit breaker to check if the circuit's working or not. So you can do it with your finger straight across, or you can do it where the other finger loops through and this stays firm, tries to pull through. So I'll demonstrate that. Get the yes, so I pull this through and it stays firm. Get the no, pull it through and it doesn't. So to be sure that you're getting it correctly, it's useful to zip yourself up. So zip your energy up and then go. So I've got my yes and my no. So I can check a belief. I am Joss, yes. I am Steve, no. Okay, so that's the muscle testing with your hands. The next way to do it for yourself is the sway test. And sometimes some people say the sway test is actually more reliable. Sometimes they're worried that they're going to manipulate that. I personally don't, but some people do. So when you're doing the sway test, what you're going to do is, I'll just show you first, you're going to stand with your feet firmly on the ground and you stand almost on the ball of your foot. So your foot is actually flat, but the ball of your foot is where you're really making sure that you're grounded and balanced. And then you say, close your eyes ideally and say yes, and you'll naturally sway forward. It's not you pushing forward, it's like this force comes through and moves you forward. And you go no, and it's like this force pulls you back. So I'll just go sideways so you can see that. So I've got my eyes closed and I'm going yes, and I'm tilting forward and I'm going no, and it's like this energy just pushes me back. So I'll demonstrate with a belief. I am Joss, and that's a definitive yes, like vroom, going straight through. And I'll do I am Steve, and it's definitely a no. So have fun with it. Next time you go to a restaurant or a cafe, use it to just see what your body's going to enjoy most. And more importantly, when you're doing belief work or having a session, it's really helpful. So that's it for today. Next time we'll talk about how to use the technique with someone else. Thanks and have a great day. Bye.